Well, hello everyone. Hope you can hear me out there in YouTube and Facebook land. We have, I think our live stream is opened up for both, so it's great. Great to be here. We're gonna I'm gonna try to do these weekly live streams, really quick touch points. And so if you have questions, make sure to feed them my way. I'll kind of give an update on all the projects that we're working on. But before that, I have to say, I just got a Steam Deck in the mail, and I'm so excited. It's literally I'm just like installing some games on my Steam Deck. This thing is huge, and I know we're not like a video game company, but boy, oh boy, I am excited. This is very sweet. Hey, if any of you out there are in Steamland, just so you know, I've been like a Mac user for years. I love video games, but there's been so many games I haven't been able to play over the past I don't even know, past number of years because they're not on Mac. So it's great to jump in. If you have any recommendations, hit me up. Hit me up for your favorite Steam recommends. Really excited about that. All right. Hey, OOMM Games, we're a board game company. We have been busy. We're excited. This upcoming weekend, we're going to Shucks, which is very exciting. I don't know if you saw Devin had a post, I think on our main Facebook page, and I'm going to actually just I wonder if I can. Oh, maybe I can't do it. Oh yeah, I can totally share screen. This is great. So let me just share a screen here. Oh, that's kind of fun. It's like a floating screen. Oh, and then we have a background. Sorry, I'm just getting used to this. We have this whole kind of new background aspect piece. Okay, so this here, this is Fix. It's one of the sprites from Mythwind. We have this cutout. He's 5 feet tall, great for selfies. And so make sure to come by the not the Mythwind booth, the OOMM Games booth for Shucks, and check that out if you're around. Shucks is this upcoming weekend, hosted by Shut Up and Sit Down. The team's there. We're going to be in our booth a little bit, but we're also just going to be playing games, hanging out with you. And so if you have a favorite game, would love to kind of sit down and play that with you this upcoming weekend. I'm getting excited. My wife Jocelyn's coming, and so you'll be able to meet us, meet the team, and see what we're working on as well. So yeah, what are we working on? Well, let me give you kind of some updates from the start to the end. Stars of Akarios. Lots of fun stuff has been happening with Stars. Jonathan has kind of jumped full into the FAQ and kind of our second edition tweaks. And so he's coordinating with Devin. He's coordinating with community members. Thank you so much for all your feedback, community members. It has been awesome seeing, one, that you enjoy the game, and two, that you enjoy it enough and the potential enough to kind of provide feedback for us. And we are taking everything to heart. So thank you for your feedback. Thank you for submitting that. And I'm not too sure if Devin is on the stream, but you can find all that stuff in our community group. So for each of our games, right, we're connected to the OOMM Games Facebook page and Discord, but you can also search like Stars of Akarios community, Mythwind community, Stonesaga community, stay kind of up to date on those community aspects. And so please do that. So that's happening. We're gearing up for the changes, for the relaunch. There's going to be even a little expansion. It's going to be fun with it. It won't be it'll just be a little bit more kind of like a standalone story experience that we're wanting to do with a couple additional pilots and characters. It'll be a fun like little expansion. Cool. And just to reiterate, for those of you who got the first edition of Stars, we will have a update pack available for you, and we're not going to like price that at a crazy price. We're just going to price enough to cover our costs, and then you'll have to pay for shipping. But if you're getting an expansion or one of the extra components, you can kind of layer that on. So that's coming down the pipe in 2023. The other stuff that we have been doing recently, so So that's Stars of Akarios. Mythwind is great. Nathan and I were diving deep into some more gameplay this week. We kind of did another update round of revisions with the journals. We met with Adam Baker, who is our technical editor. We mentioned last week, he's a guy who has worked with Fantasy Flight. I think he worked for them for 10 years. He's like helped author or co-author or edit like 40 rule books, including Twilight Imperium 4th edition, Star Wars Legion. It's like the list goes on. The guy's a legend. He knows what he's doing when it comes to technical editing. So we met with him again last week. He gave us a little bit of a rundown on Mythwind. Thankfully, in his eyes, we're in the right direction, having kind of our core rule book and then the journals. The big takeaway from that meeting is that the core rule book is going to be more fleshed out. Journals are going to be more kind of supplementary. We kind of had this weird blend going on. So we're adjusting that. He's providing the new stuff for us on the core rule book. I think October 7th is our deadline for that. And then it's a switch on to the journals. So excited there. I'm trying to think with Mythwind, it's great to be kind of at this point. All the content writing's finished, it's edited. It's good. Like lots of stuff. So hey, thank you for being patient. And we're gonna be a couple months late, but that is unfortunately the way things are right now. Sorry, my pup always chooses live stream times to do whatever she does in a really annoying way. Also, do you like these kind of stock photos on the back? Our photos, I think, are just arriving. This is new. Okay, so that's Stars. That's Mythwind. Stonesaga. Hey, I am so excited about Stonesaga. I'm trying to. I don't know if I have any. Oh yeah, you know what? I have some stuff for Stonesaga. Can I show this? Oh yeah, here I'll just show this. This is like our box, right? I'll make it big. So Stonesaga, we're going to Kickstarter early 2023. We have, I'm just looking on our Kickstarter page, we have 2,200 followers on the Kickstarter page so far, which is great. It's been up for 2 weeks, and we are gearing up for that. To kind of let you know where we're at with development, the game design is virtually finished. And what I mean by game design, I mean like all the core mechanics, the loops, all the stuff. We're kind of into the refinement phase, and we're moving into more of the game development phase. So we know how we're structuring the game. It's an interesting take on the campaign system. And so we know how we're structuring it. But what we're doing currently is building like the intro scenarios, and it's this pack of three games. And the first game is designed to kind of teach you how to play. And then the other two games kind of expose you a little bit more to the rules of the world and kind of the world that Stonesaga is. So let me go back. And so so that part is being, we did one round of testing. Kona, you're being so annoying. We did one round of testing for Stonesaga. Went really well. That dog doesn't just quit squeaking. I know, right? UK. So full disclosure, I was going to drive into the office for the call, but I got the Steam Deck, so I'm like, okay, so distracted. It's the Steam Deck, so it's not just Kona that's distracted. So Stonesaga, right? It's in a great spot. Kona, like, oh, okay. And we're we're gearing up. We're about to send the files off to the printer for the press kit, which is this kind of combination 3 scenarios. And I think we're printing like 20 or 30, 15 or 20 copies of the game that we'll kind of disseminate around, give it around. It's gonna be sweet. It's gonna be a great experience. I switched out my dog's toy. Hey, shout out to Nicholas for jumping in. It's great, loving that you're enjoying Stars of Akarios. Yeah, totally get that having, playing campaign games. Sometimes it's tough to play campaign games, especially when when you're just kind of consistently, um, consistently needing to kind of set up, or like it's just hard, right, to get that consistency. Mr. Fless, I think your next project have to be a board game for dogs. Hey, isn't there I don't want to say a Wingspan knockoff, but isn't there like a Wingspan knockoff that's on dogs, or for dog? It's basically a dog park. Is that the name of the game? Um, yeah, it might. See, I switched the toys. Is it Dog Park? I think so. So, anyways, Stonesaga is getting really, really exciting. My hope is to do some live stream playthroughs, especially when when we get the physical copies. We'll set up the game in the studio. And we'll do a bunch of playthroughs. We'll do a bunch of videos. Playthroughs with the designers Max and Luke. For like the experience of kind of playing the producer creative director role for Stonesaga has been wonderful. Really have enjoyed the experience, and it is great to kind of see Max and Luke do their thing and do it really well. So that's Stonesaga. I don't feel the need, right? These updates, really, it's just to get back into the habit of the really quick touch points. Ask questions. Devin, I don't know if there's any questions that I missed that were on the forum. Oh, I think there was a question, Stars of Akarios, about damage boxes and kind of replacement parts. So damage box people, we have sent an email to you. If you haven't gotten an email and you have a damage box, please email hello@oomgames.com. And for the replacement parts, we're sorry, we were trying and we fulfilled some of the stuff ourselves, but it just wasn't working out, and so we kind of offloaded it to our fulfillment company in the States. But it had to go from Canada to the States, so there's a movement there. And so I had to move, and then we had to kind of get them onboarded. And so again, this is another big learning thing for us, with a large project like Stars, a ton of components. We're looking at, well, one, we're going to get Stars finished, as far as these missing components, but then we're looking ahead for Mythwind second editions, Akarios and Stonesaga and etc., to try to help our process being a little bit better. So that's that. So hey, apologies, we are working. Devin, if Devin could have it his way, he might drive and try to fulfill all the orders himself, but unfortunately I think he lives too far from the fulfillment center. So sorry, Devin. Hey, I think Devin asked Nicholas what his favorite part about Akarios was, and he mentioned been playing the starting 4 players between 2. Yeah, so I think this is really, really cool, right? The ability for 2 players to play multi-handed in Stars. I think the game actually shines the best when there's a lot of stuff happening on the board, and so the AOE effects can go quick, just shine. The combos between different pilots, and then having a lot of enemies kind of increases kind of like the chaotic dogfight nature, which I think is where Stars shines. And so it's really, really cool. And Nicholas, I'm sorry, I just called you Nick. I'm really interested about the potential nasty build for Enver and Misses for baddies. Fascinating. There's so many builds that people are running with Stars that I had not even considered, and so I'm interested to see what this is. I think there's definitely some broken builds that have happened. Cool. Hey, well, thanks again. And for those of you who are tuning in throughout the week, whatever it may be, I don't know if there's like a best way, Devin, for us to kind of have people submit questions kind of before and after. Maybe it's on Discord. I'm not too sure, or on Facebook on a thread, but again, this is going to be a recurring stream weekly at 1 p.m. Pacific, which I believe is 3 p.m. Central. I think 3 p.m. Central, and we'll continue having these touch base streams as we go. All right, hey, thanks again for joining us, and hope you have an incredible week. Take care.